Hello and welcome back to Let Supreme Goes Thief. We are today playing Lady Lisa's Harbor, a mission by BBB is his username, or was his username. Bryan Gleason, I think, was his real name. He sadly passed away in 2021, I think, but he was an important part of the fan mission community for the past 20, 25 years. And he made many missions. I haven't played many of them, maybe just a couple. And I think this is the first mission of his that I'm featuring on my channel. And Lady Lisa's Harbor is an interesting mission, but it showcases sort of the style of quite a few missions from the early 2000s. This is from 2004, I believe. So it's from that sort of early era of mission making. So it's a little bit rough around the edges, a little bit simplistic maybe, but it's cleverly designed and has a neat story to it. And it's one that I played quite a long time ago, but never ghosted. And Galaer, another ghoster, did so a few years ago, and I'm using quite a few of his moves in this playthrough, so I want to credit him up front here for that. So there's no difference in difficulty, so it's all normal. Let me actually read the info text before we get going here. Let's see. It is: You were approached in a pub by a member of the Merchant Association to do a job for them. Seems that the sheriff has closed the harbor and all commercial shipping has come to a halt. He tried to purchase the fleet owned by the Merchants Association to get into the shipping business and they refused. Evidently, he is making them pay for that refusal. They can sneak ships in at night, but the sheriff forced Lady Lisa to cut the electricity to the lighthouse, so the lights are out. He also had them shut the inner harbor lights. It is too dangerous to move a large vessel into the treacherous harbor in the dark. The Merchants Association has asked you to find the switch. Turn on the inner harbor lights. There are 3 ships waiting in the open water, and the first has a cache of weapons that will be used by the Association to eliminate the sheriff. They assured you it will be easy once you are in. They will pay you handsomely and have no objection to your taking a little loot for your trouble. They told you the royal statue collection is in Lady Lisa's castle and will bring a very handsome price in the open market. The statues are small and you can easily carry them out. You will probably not be able to get this done without some confrontations. You'll have to find the local weaponsmith and load up on some weapons to protect yourself. You need the money, so of course you say yes and they buy you a drink. You get very thirsty and will have quite a few more drinks. Too bad Victoria's gone. You could use some company. You will get on with it as soon as it is dark. Okay, I'm not sure how smart it was to have quite a few drinks before we do our job, but anyway. So we have a few objectives here. Turn on the lights in the inner harbor so that Lady Lisa ships can enter the harbor safely. Your drinking money is getting short. Might as well take a little extra loot for yourself. Help yourself to some loot for your trouble. Steal 10,000. There is over 14,000 in this mission. So, although that sounds like a lot, it's an appropriate percentage of the total. Find the power plant and cut over the power generators to feed the lighthouse. That is tough. Locate and steal the royal statue collection, as it will fetch a nice price with your local fence. Find the weaponsmith and break in. So, you don't actually have to steal anything. You just have to get in there. When you have completed your mission, find your way back to the docks where you started. Okay. So here we start.
Here we go.
So to begin with, I want to say thanks to Ripped Freak for helping me to lower the ambient light value in this mission, because it is very, very bright typically. I've lowered it to more a normal level so that you can see the shadows. That was not possible before. So here we have just an introductory letter from the association. Try to find the harbor light switch as soon as you can. The switch must be somewhere near the docks, as you have to be able to see the harbor when you pull the switch. We heard that the royal statue collection is in Lady Lisa's castle. If you can locate them, they will bring a nice price. I hear they are small, so you can carry them off with you. Good luck, and if you are caught, the association will disavow any knowledge of your actions. Burn this notice after reading the association. Here we have the southern part of the city map, which is the only sort of overall map you have. We start on the western side of the dock right here. There's an actual wooden dock below us, an inner harbor, a gate, and then an outer harbor. And close to the dock we have a tower in the west, a tower in the east. We have a warehouse, which is connected to the electric company by the roof. It doesn't look like it is, but it is. We have a water company that has a couple of floors to it as well. And this area here is higher up, quite a bit higher up than the lower docks. And there is a guard station to the west, and this is the start of Lady Lisa's castle, which is this. So you have a courtyard and then a basement and 3 floors to the castle. And this also continues up here. So the front gate is much higher than the back gate. There is another guard station here, the weaponsmith, where we have to break in, and a hotel, which is very small. The church building you can get into. This is sort of the northern end of the map. And then you have a sort of a side courtyard that also goes up that you can take, but you can't get through this guard tower really, for at least not for us. So this mission can be perfect thieved, which is what I'm going to do. It means we have to take a few extra busts for Supreme, but that is warranted in this mission because this is very difficult. And I will of course point out all the loot that you would normally have to skip and the extra busts that we'll take that you can avoid by doing that for Supreme. But yes, we're going to prioritize Perfect Thief in this one. Okay, this is the door to the West Tower. You can see some items in there. This is a pickable lock. We don't have to pick it, but we do need to get in there, so I'll get in there by another way. You can see a fallen or broken ladder here as well. I'll find info on why that's broken later. You can see that there is a stationary archer down here at the end of the dock. He is stationary until you get to the eastern part of the streets. Somewhere over here. Then he starts patrolling. And he never goes back and stops there. He just goes back and forth. I'm not sure why that is. There's a bunch of loot in the water here. I'm not going to jump down and take that now, because we're going to get through that gate much later anyway. Okay. Over here on this crate, on the lighter crate, are 3 rope arrows. We already have 2 rope arrows, and that's all we need.
Potato, potato, potato. Nobody better be...
Oh, I didn't know he turned around there. Or I knew he turned around, but not that quickly. So we're going to head up the street here where he goes. Here's the guard tower.
I'm getting tired of going after these poor swabs. They didn't do much. We go after these field villagers.
This is the west tower, this is the guard tower, and this is Lady Lisa's castle.
Nice gold trim.
Right here. These shutters here you can open, but you have to pick them. I don't like to pick locks if I don't have to. She doesn't alert to us. So we're going to go in through the roof openings here. This is the warehouse. We're not going to go there now. Now we get into the attic of the warehouse. No, the electric company. Here we have a stack of gold coins. There's 5 moss arrows in this footlocker, and then there is a readable. Procedures for maintenance, as well as the power cutover to supply the lighthouse. Aha, that's what we need to do. Note, please do not walk on the generators, as you may receive a shock if you do. So that is an important piece of information. We actually cannot avoid that shock if we want to ghost the mission, that is. We're not going to actually take a shock, but there's a flash bomb effect to simulate the shock. And that actually alerts to the guards with the first alert. So that is what's going to be the main reason why this mission can't be supreme ghosted. There are other reasons too, but that's one of the ones I have not been able to eliminate. To supply power to the lighthouse, you must cut over the generators. First, you must shut down the turbine numbers 5, 6, 7, and 8. You must then fire up turbine numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. If this is done out of order, this action could overload the system and cause disastrous results. Only a qualified electrical journeyman or master is allowed to perform the cutover. This tact is temporarily on hold until further notice per the sheriff. To test a circuit, first wet your least important finger, like the little finger on your left hand. Make sure you are not standing in water. Place your finger quickly against a live wire and take it away with lightning speed. If you feel a jerk or any pain, the circuit is live. This can be done using baby Burks. At least once a month, inspect the wires in the harbor to make sure they are not worn. Excess wear could cause shocking problems in the vessels in the harbor. Using prisoners for testing circuits is advised. Wet them down, hand them a dull sword, and have them place the sword against the proposed live wire. If their ears light up, it is most certainly live. This method will save the treasury money on food after said prisoner is buried. Wow. Okay, so it says we have to turn off 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then on the other 4. Let me see here. This is very difficult. Probably one of the more difficult areas in the mission. Let's see. There are 2 floors here. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are on the upper floor, so those we have to turn off first. You can see they're running. They are very loud once we go down to the ladder. There. I'm going to save it there. Because there is a guard on the bottom floor. He heard that. They hear it quite easily. It's probably very difficult to hear me right now, but this is what we have to do. Let me actually just go out here, because we are going to have to shut off the 4 generators, and we can walk across the generators to do that. I'm not sure if that's possible in the Old Dark engine without New Mantle, but anyway, that's what we're going to do. And when we go onto each generator, there's going to be a flash. We got to make sure that the patroller doesn't face, I think it's north. If he does, he will give a much bigger reaction. He will get blinded as if you're using a flash bomb. So that's the electric shock that the readable talked about. But the first time that happens on each floor, he will give a first alert, because he'll hear it, I think. So that is a bust then to Supreme. There, see that? So we can't have that, so he's got to face the other way. There's nothing you can do about that, even if you jump. Can't do that. Have to mantle up. This is difficult, this area. So he's given a first alert, nothing we can do about that. First Supreme bust, but at least he didn't get blinded. And he doesn't give continual first alerts. We have to trigger the last one there. There. We have to trigger the first 3. Now we have to go back. He will give a settling remark eventually. That's okay. Getting down is more difficult. To sneak out as far as we can and stay dark. And then when he turns around, we have to scoot out and hope that the guard downstairs is not facing north or east. He has to face south. Which he is not right now. He sees you. Yeah, we have to wait for the next round probably and just take a chance for it. What we have to do is we have to drop straight down onto the closest generator and then scoot into the shade before that guard down there sees us. Hopefully you can hear me over the noise. Okay, maybe we can do some safe scouting here. Okay, that's the way we want it. Let's wait another round and see. We don't have to go back up here. We can leave out the main door, actually. Which is nice. I want him to stay there. So he turns every time. He turns very quickly, too. Yep. We just have to wait another round until he faces away. Getting down here is the most difficult thing. After that, we can monitor and see him turning, and we don't have to worry about this guy up here, so... So now he's settled from the flash bomb effect. Wow. All right, well then, that's a possibility maybe.
Someone's making noise.
So we have to drop onto the generator. I was just a little too eager there. This, we might just have this. It's just a matter of same scumming until we get it. And trust me, this is as frustrating to me as it is to you watching. Don't know why he saw me. Seems to favor not south, which is of course the way we want him to be. That he was that way, I just didn't see it. Yeah. We don't have a lot of time either, that's the problem here.
What was that?
There we go. Make a real save there. Good. Whew. Very loud down here. So now he was facing the wrong way. Okay, let's go in here and get some peace and quiet, I guess. So this is the office area of the electric company. We have to pick the lock on this door because there's a loot inside. And then we have to turn on those bottom 4 generators. In here there's a purse worth 100, total 125. And there's a readable. To Jason, Chairman of Electric Company, please make sure all your workers are informed immediately that they are not to cut over the power to the lighthouse. Well, we're not working here, so that's totally fine. We can turn them off. The lighthouse will stay unlit until further notice. We can turn them on, rather. I've taken the liberty to remove the platform that goes from the attic of your building to the attic of the warehouse. They will be sealing each of the roofs next week. I've also ordered a green guard be posted around the clock. There is to be no open discussion of this matter other than to necessary workers per order of the sheriff. Sergeant Sloan, Green Guard Captain. Okay. There's a light switch in here too. This goes out there so you can actually get spotted here. Here's a broadhead arrow, but other than that, this is an empty room. So then we have to go and turn on those last 4. Oops. He got spotted there. Or he. He has to face south. Problem is I can't see it. There. No, he did not. Due to the blinding effect. Already first alerted. It doesn't matter what direction they're facing, okay? There. Now we checked off the objective. We turned off and on all the generators. He heard me. Now we have to leave. So what I'm going to have to do now, I'm going to have to wait for him to turn north and then sort of go out as quickly as I can and drop on the floor silently, open the bay doors from the inside, and then I have to close them and scoot around the corner so that they shut behind me without him seeing me. That's essentially what I have to do. I don't think we have to worry about the upstairs guard in this case. But we also have to worry about the outside patroller, that he doesn't alert to us.
Don't try to run, Cap.
He can face east once we get to the floor. I think we did it. I think we did it. I'm pretty sure we did.
Cook said we might get stewed today.
We gotta wait for that guy, and now we just have to sneak this way. If we go slow here, I don't think we'll get caught. Once we get down here, that archer is going to start patrolling.
Okay. Noise, stop.
That was the guy inside the electric company that settles down from the flash bomb, or the flash effect. There is a guard over here too.
Nothing now.
Strange. I thought there was something there.
Nothing now.
Again.
So actually, this guard out here in the alley, this guard might actually also alert from that flash bomb sound, because he is just on the other side of the wall there. So I didn't know that, but that makes sense, because he's very close. Let me reload one more time.
Nothing now.
Who's there? Who goes there?
Or, you know what?
Just now.
It might be that both of them alert. Both times. I can't remember that, but maybe they do. They both hear it.
Who goes?
I just didn't hear the alert.
Just now.
Just didn't hear the alert for both guards both times over the noise, but that would make sense. Okay, so we at least took 2 busts there in triggering those electric shocks. So now we're moving east, and now we triggered the alert, or the patrol of that archer that I talked about that was on the dock. We're gonna head into here a little bit later, but oh no. Okay. Well, he should be walking. Not really sure why he isn't. Okay. Doesn't matter to us. There's one less guy to worry about. Now he started. Okay. This is an area that we can take a look at. We don't need to go there. You can rope up here. Go in the window. There's a fruit here and a readable. Jerry, the elevator for the 3rd floor should not be used. We have to rebuild the tracks, and for the meantime, it's blocked off. Mahoney. So this is the elevator here. You can't get up there. There's, even though there's a note, it doesn't actually work to the 3rd floor. And then there are 4 broadhead arrows in here. You can open the door here from the inside, but that's a one-way. button, you can't close the door afterwards, so we're definitely not going to do that. Okay, he starts. I'm going to head in here. This is the electric company. Top of that crate, there are 6 moss arrows. And then we can get in here. Alright, let's see. This is a pool that actually connects to the outer harbor. You can get into the water company that way. And at the bottom of this pool, there are 13 water arrows, I think. You can't drop in there without getting caught, of course, but you can come from the outside and get them. I'll show them to you a little bit later. This guy has a purse. That we can take. He is weird. He doesn't hear normal things. Can't do that. He doesn't hear things that he should hear. Not sure if he's deaf or something, but depends on where you are in the room too. Go up here, we can find a mask. And we can also find 3 broadheads. Okay. We're going to come to another area that's very difficult. The 2 most tough areas in terms of sneaking and avoiding guards is the electric company and the water company. So those are the first 2 places we're hitting. So it starts quite rough here. Here, this is all metal, so we have to sneak quite slowly. There's a guard that comes up here, so maybe we have to wait for him to turn around. Now down here in the water company basement, you can't do very much for Supreme. You can get into one room and take 1 piece of loot, but that's about it. But we're going to take it all, and it's actually quite difficult to do that without using moss arrows, which I'm going to try to do. Or try to avoid, rather. You can go down there. Or in which case you come out of that door. Here's a gold plate. There's a loaf in one of these, and one of them is pickable. It has a mine in it. I think the last one is. See if I can remember this. So here we have 2 two stationary guards.
I don't like the looks of that.
Let's... I think we can go out here. It's a little bit less experimented on by me because you can't go any further than this for Supreme. So let's make another real save. We're making lots of real saves here today, but that's okay. drop down here, actually. And we cannot do that, but we can drop down here quietly. Oh, come on.
I don't like the looks of that. Not again.
We should definitely be able to do this without a first alert, without making that claim, because that's just dumb. We have to get in through that door there, and that door there. And that blinking light is a big pain. To pick the lock on this door, which we can do, and get inside even without a first alert, I think.
These fancy gadgets around here. I can't get a simple mug of coffee.
What's that?
If someone is there, then show thy...
There. Got in without a first alert, yeah. Here's a ring. 2 gold goblets. No, 2 purple vases. Stack of silver coins. And in here is a safe key. Here looks like there is a secret or something. I did not know there was possible secret here. If anybody knows about this secret, then let me know. Is there a switch or something behind here? I never found anything. Yeah, the safe key is the only thing that I took from in this room, but there's an obvious secret there. When I played it last, it was with the higher ambient light, so I couldn't really see that outline, but now I definitely see it. Well, let me know if you guys know what this secret is. If this is accessed from the barracks, then you can actually go in here and get this loot without a supreme bust. Interesting. Let's make a real save, and I want to go back and check.
If someone is there, then show thyself.
Nothing, I guess. Oh well.
Oh yeah. Of course, you have to slash a banner to get in there. Okay, I can see it now. I never did that, because you can't do that for ghosts. So, if you slash a banner, you can get into the other office there. Interesting. I wish we had the Black Parade effect of just pushing the banner aside, but we don't. Anyway. So now we have to wait for this guy to move away, and then we have to get into the other office, which is also tough. So we can't leave this office without busting Supreme, which is why these loot items here and the stuff in the safe in the next room has to be skipped.
Something moved there.
What shadow passed my view? You are really...
There. So you have to go quickly there.
Bespeak thyself.
We only got a first alert there. That's good. So in this office, water company log. Monday, there is a serious problem with the outflow pumps. We believe it is an electrical issue. Call the hammer electrician for help. Tuesday, sent for some laborers to help bail out water. They could not keep up with the water and the substation flooded. If we can't get the pumps working soon, we will have to evacuate the building. Wednesday, found a leak in the pump rings. It was changed and the water level is at least not increasing. We are still waiting for power. All right. So this door we have to pick open.
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
Wait. Oh, wow. So that secret actually takes you into both of these offices. So if it hadn't been for the fact that we needed to slash a banner there, you could actually get all this loot for both Supreme and Ghost. Yeah, but slashing of banners is not allowed for any Ghost mode, so here we are. There, and there, so that's what it is. Flash mine. We started with a flash mine, okay. 762. So we skipped 100 for the ring, 50 each for the 2 blue vases, 12 for the stack of silver coins, then the 7 stack of gold coins is 175 and 50. So that's a total of 437 loot that we have skipped at this point for Supreme. We haven't skipped it, but you would have skipped that for Supreme. 437. That should be it, though.
If someone is there, then show thyself.
Is that you?
Let's wait for him to go away. Now we just have to leave this and follow the guard all the way over. I'm not going to go back in and return the safe key, because then we have to take more first alerts going in and out of that door. Man, I wish that we could have used that secret. Then we would have been able to get all the loot for Supreme even.
Is there someone there? Rats. Hold thee. 'Twas nothing then.
Not again.
The drums in mine ears do overly strong.
It's never really anything.
Nothing
there.
Yeah, they see you from the flickering lights too, so. Whoa.
Twas nothing then.
Not again.
The drums in mine ears do overly strong.
Guess it's nothing now.
Oh, he did see me.
What's that? Twas nothing then.
Not again.
The drums in mine ears do overly strong.
It's never really anything.
Nothing, I
No
guess.
noise now, build
Oh,
be
well.
blessed.
Is there someone there?
Oh,
Twas nothing then.
What's that?
The drums in mine ears do overly strong.
Imagining things now.
Rats.
Strange.
Filthy
yeah.
and unholy
They give
rats.
2 sets of first
Holy
alert there.
ritual 'twas.
First alerts. Okay. There we are. Good. Done with that area.
Huh? What?
Let's just check out this section down here. This is just the access point to the flooded part of that.
If someone is there, then
What was
show
that?
myself.
All right.
I should have joined the army. Yeah, you get medals for awards now. To march around inside.
So the rest of the mission isn't that difficult. There are some tricky spots. We have a major obstacle towards the end of the mission that we have to spend the last third of the video doing, but other than that, the other buildings and the streets, although it takes some sneaking, shouldn't be too bad. So we took, I think we took 4 first alerts from each of those workers down there. One going into each of those offices. No. Yeah. One going out of the first office, and then one going into the second, and 2 leaving the second. I'm not sure if that can be reduced, maybe, but those 2 offices are really only valid to discuss for Ghost, because we should have skipped them for Supreme. But since we can get Perfect Thief, we should do that. Oh, wow.
The piston connected to the spiral valve. The spiral valve connected to the step gear. The step gear connected to the steam jack.
Not sure what that was.
Something.
That's the...
The piston connected
How does anybody see me?
to the step gear connected to the steam jack.
Oh! My goodness, he sees me through the window. Alright. Well, let's head up here. Here are 3 moss arrows. Back here are 2 water arrows. Strangely enough, stuck in the railing here are 2 broadheads in one. And you can jump over there to get to the 2nd floor of the electric company and access the top level through the store. But that's almost an impossible way to get in, for us at least, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so now, this is Lady Lisa's castle. So we now came up the staircase here, so we can focus on the northern part of the streets. There's a guard here, a guard house, or a guard tower. First thing we're going to do is take a tiara on this statue. And this guy walks counterclockwise around the guard tower, and we're going to follow him. Also some guards walking the top, the parapet there. Here is the weaponsmith. Okay, let me show you. This is actually going to introduce my ghost challenge for this mission. In this tower here, there is an archer here.
Look there!
Hey!
Hello?
Where'd you come from?
And he has arrows, and there's also 2 fire arrows right there.
Look there!
Hello? Anyone there?
And he has arrows. So I want you guys to get into the tower somehow. Get all the arrows in there, both sets of broadhead arrows from the archers and the fire arrows, and leave. So that's what I want you guys to do. Get in there, get all the arrows, get out without taking any supreme busts. If you can do that, you've passed the challenge, which shouldn't be too difficult. If you want to challenge yourself, there are actually 2 ways of doing it. 2 ways of approaching that building. So you might want to try to show me both. But one will be sufficient. But I used one method that's the easier. Let's see. We're going to head into the weaponsmith. Front door is locked, or no, it's not even operational. Here is the owner. If we do that, we get the objective checked off. Let's see, I think we can do this.
Huh?
In here you have 3 mouse arrows, 2 flash bombs. You have 2 broadhead arrows, 2 mines, and then 5 water arrows in the sink there. We are really only interested in the loot, which is a purse. Worth 100, total 987. So yeah, to get out, I think we have to do this. Yep, like that. And then we can leave. Good.
Thought I saw something.
Oh, he must have walked in the distance there. Yeah. A few feet of exposure.
If I stick close to the walls, I have a chance of not being seen.
That is true. So now we're approaching the area outside the hotel. We're not going to go in through the back gate. That's impossible. There are other ways of getting in that are much stealthier. Let's see. He has arrows, if you're looking for all the pickpockets. So we can't do that then. Well, we can't do it, but we want to wait for him to leave. We can jump across here and get to the side of the building. You can walk up between here as well, but you can access some more loot on this side, on the east side. There, that's actually a quite tricky jump there. Go
This
way.
seems too easy.
Yeah, it is too easy because this door doesn't open, so you can only get these pieces of loot. 2 stacks of gold coins and a purse. Total 1162. So we can furthermore climb up here. So now we're in the far northeastern section of the map. And here is a sleeping guy sitting and
I'm
sleeping.
not going to find what I'm looking for this way.
No, so this is a dead end. Hint towards that, but he has a purse, so we can take that. Here's a guard. We're going to go into the hotel this way. There are a couple of pieces of loot in here. We have to pick the lock on a couple of doors. 2 doors, I think. Here's 4 vases and a tiara. Nothing else in here. This brings you down, but you can't open it, I think. Then we can pick the lock on this door, and I think there's 2 more pieces of loot in there. Stacks of silver coins. This room here has a readable Hank. I will be in the kitchen tonight and will be glad to serve you the best meal of your life and dessert. It will have to be after the lady has had dinner and all the guards have eaten. I am so happy you are in town. We have to be very careful because my boyfriend is very jealous and will take a sword to your throat and mine if he catches us together. I have collected a lot of valuables and you can see them tonight. I have a secret hiding place. Love, me. Can't sign my real name. Now you understand. Okay. So valuables. Alright, and in here is actually a ring in the toilet. That wasn't the valuables she was referring to. So 1711 is what we need. And now we are ready actually to head into the castle. And I have actually found the best way to do that. Is by jumping across here. Oops.
I hear you.
Oh, that wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. There. You can jump up here and get to a different...
Let's see.
Oh my goodness gracious me, he's right there. Okay, let's wait for him then. There's one guard that goes on this upper level. You can mantle up the torch and then jump up that way, but these guards will see you then. You're dark on top of this little overhang. Follow him, you can go this way. Here you get into barracks area. We're not going to go that way. We're going to go up here. because we want to cross the front.
So good.
Here's a burrick with 5 rotted arrows. Here's a pickable window, actually. And here is a sewer entrance, and that's what I need. Here, this is where you can access that window if you want to circumvent the front doors. There. We're gonna head down here real quick. Let's see, what direction do we want to go? Yeah, if we come down here underneath the toilets, there is a necklace in here. Total 1911. There are various ways of getting into the castle, but we have to end at the top floor, so it seems more logical to start here. There. So now we're in a storage room in the basement. Let's make a real save there. Seems like a good place. Just an empty closet here, and right next door, though, is a sleeping servant. And there is a ring that's sort of floating right here. Just check. Yeah, I reduced my in-game audio a little bit from my last video. I got a couple of people saying that you had a hard time hearing me. Let me know, because I've adjusted it quite a bit down. Let's see. I'm gonna have that up a little bit higher. Sometimes my video is also a little bit bright. That really depends on the monitor that it's watched on, and if the room that you're watching it in is bright. But I'd rather want to make sure that it's a little bit too bright rather than a little bit too dark, because if it's too dark, the compression of YouTube really butchers it. Let's go into the kitchen here. There's a broadhead arrow. 2 plates and a gold candlestick and a cheese as well. This is the lady that wrote the message, I think, in the hotel. And she has hidden a cache of goodies. Back here. There's 2 fire arrows in the fireplace. She can actually see us from here.
What do we have here?
Lots of gold. Purse, necklace, a torque, and a flute. Total 5,036. Nice. And a scroll. My dear Morris, I'm doing what you asked. I've taken a lot of golden jewelry and I'm hiding it in a secret passage behind the stove fires. I clean out the ashes after fires go out and no one else ever goes back there. I sneak around late at night, take things and throw them down the outhouse hole. Found a way to get below, but the stench is awful. See what I do for you, my love. So this is a hint that she forgot to pick up the necklace that we found down there. So that's a hint to going to look for it if you haven't found it already. Tonight I took Lady Lisa's prized flute. She will be furious, so we have to flee soon. How about tonight? I'm nervous that someone will find out. Love always, Myrtle. So I guess that's her name. My sweet Myrtle, you done good. I've been helping myself to some loot too. I found a secret passage in the casino, but won't take anything from there until we are ready to go. I can get a good stash. I'm sorry you are crawling in stench, but once we run away, you will never do that no more. Show me the secret place tonight. I will bring wine and romance. Burn this note after you read it. Love, Morris. So I guess there's a secret passage in the casino as well. A lot of good information here. Here you can see out into the courtyard. You can't leave here, but I guess that's the way that she can toss things in here as well. This closes automatically, so. Okay, so here's a deer leg. Over here there's a bottle of wine and a plate. One more plate. I don't think there's anything in the sink. I think that's it. A couple of apples here. Now, I have not found a way to get out of this room here through the window or through the door without her giving a first alert. So we have to take a different way out. But yeah, there is a guy patrolling. Didn't know where he was, but I will follow him.
Who was that there?
Now we do have to go out into the garden to get some loot there. That can be a little tricky.
What was that?
Let's see. Actually, it might be better to do this.
Has someone come?
Should be able to do this.
I thought I... Roof and doorway, bluff and beam, chase the trickster from our dream.
Is that you?
Yeah, so we didn't get an alert from the guy outside, just the guy up top, so wait a little bit, we should be able to do that. So these are the guys that patrol on the southern side of the courtyard. That guy has arrows, if you're looking for that.
Is someone there?
What's the guy below that saw me? There.
Identify us.
Wow, these are jumpy.
Ask some...
Ooh,
Ask some...
there is... This is where Myrtle is. We're gonna have to follow... This is the door to the kitchen. We're gonna have to follow him. We have to get 4 statues that are in the garden. But we have to go slow because the guards up top will see us if we are not.
that I see?
There we go. Good. Whew. It's a little bit unsure there if we could do that, but 5,406. So I want to show you over here.
That didn't sound like rats.
Takes you into the front gates. You can also climb up to get up to the top walkway. Where you can get the arrows from that guy. You can't do it for Supreme because that guy down there alerts, but you can get up there other ways as well. And we're actually going to go back up here. There. Okay, so this is a library. Book here. Short poems by Bobo. Little bird with yellow bill sat upon my windowsill. I lured him in with chunks of bread, and then I smashed his stupid head. Late at night, when the wind is still, I'll come flying through your door, and you'll know what love is for. I'm a bluebird, I'm a bluebird, I'm a bluebird, I'm a bluebird. Yeah, I'm a bluebird, I'm a bluebird. Yeah, okay. Touch your lips with a magic kiss, and you'll be a bluebird too, and you'll know what love can do. And then the same chorus. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Same thing. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise, and you were only waiting for this. Nice little goose by the brook, here comes a big hammer I took. Smash, 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 feathers everywhere. Anyone have a water arrow to clean up the blood? Okay, some of these were dull, but some of them were funny. The brutal ones were funny, I guess. Here and here, 2 vases. Here's a button. Counts as a secret, I guess.
The keepers were training me to be one of them, but I found other uses for those skills.
Love that quote. Classic. So this is the statue collection that we found. We don't actually have to take it, but of course we're going to take it. 8106. Now I don't think you can close this, which is just dumb. You can close the one downstairs with the button, but or no, that it automatically closed. Two candlesticks and a hammer here. Here's a living room where there's 2 goblets and some food as well. This is the front door here. And in here, we have the guardhouse, the front door guardhouse. Make a real save here. I know that's a little bit risky, but here we have 2 keys. We have Lady Lisa's key, and we have the armory key. We don't need the armory key.
Hello? You can either come out quietly.
There. Now we locked him. outside. So here's a bunch of things. Now, I think you can get here from the... Is it from the basement? If you smash... I think maybe there is an entrance from the basement up here as well. But here's a copy of the armory key. And you also have 2 flash bombs, a gas arrow, 2 moss arrows, 2 water arrows, 3 broadhead arrows in here. Don't need any of that, but then you have it. But we do need Lady Lisa's key. There's also a broadhead arrow on the counter, and he has 3 broadheads. Lady Lisa's key we do need in order to get a different key. And that key here we cannot return. We try to do that. That wakes up the whole darn place.
I heard that.
Even if you drop it on the floor or drop it anywhere else, doesn't matter. You drop it. Up there is metal too, so I'm just going to hang on to that. I'm not going to worry about it. Let me see here, actually.
Strange noises.
Didn't sound like rats this time.
All right. Stop fooling
Okay, so this is the back door.
Probably just the sir checking up on things.
In here, there's a water arrow. If you go this way,
Say again? Hello?
you come out to the side entrance on the west side. Show you what's going on here. You can rope arrow up here to the walkway.
Hey, pal. If you're gonna make that much noise, who's there? You just come on out. Is someone there?
There is an archer here.
Come on out then.
This is locked up here.
Intruder! Help! Help!
If you go down here, come to a door that's locked. Opens only with this switch. So this is a one-way
Hey, you! Come
path. So you can't go the other way. Now it's locked. And then you actually come the back way all the way to the west tower, close to the starting point. So I just wanted to show you that loop. We're not going to take that path, but it is what it is. He saw me there. We're just gonna follow him because he'll catch us when we try to go upstairs now. Make a little loop-de-loop. This type of building, this castle, is what I mean is just classic early 2000s Thief 2 missions. Seemed like a lot of the ones that were recommended by people and, you know, got good reviews were missions of this style. People really favor that Thief 2 style building, but yeah. Let's see. So if we go here, on the second floor, so here as well. We come to the barracks. We opened that door earlier. And in here, empty. Oh, we don't need a load. both red. Yeah, this one is locked and pickable. There's a mask. Total 8361. It's important to do everything you can before you go to the top, because some of the patrols actually change, and a few additional guards spawn in town, and I think also inside the castle. Casino hours are 10 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. I'm going to pick the lock on the casino door for sure. Alright. Some candlesticks. Bottle of wine. And then there is a
Wasn't expecting that.
switch here. And in this room there are 3 more bottles, 2 goblets, and then a key we can pick open. The Lisa's key, well, doesn't work on that one, does it? Total of 18 gold coin stacks and a purse. The purse was worth 100. This one we can close up. That should be everything here. On the west side, that door just takes you to an area where this room goes to. Storage room with 3 more bottles and 3 goblets. There's also 3 moss arrows and 2 water arrows here. And there's a logbook. Lady Lisa guard log. Monday, the lady desired breakfast in bed. Myrtle brought coffee and hot bread. 8 o'clock, night shift relieved. Mo off duty, Curly on. 11, the lady left for her writing lesson. Guard went to kitchen for lunch, which was possum stew. Yuck, awful. 1 o'clock, the lady returned. She wanted some private gambling time, got one of the dealers to open the crap table. She really loves that game. 3:30, heard a commotion outside and went out to investigate. A bird got loose on the street, and our archers got him from above. 15 arrows in him. He was a tough one. 4 o'clock, the sergeant of the guard put extra guards on everywhere. The sheriff has closed the harbor, saying that the electric cables are bad. The lady does not really believe him, but is afraid to argue. She is losing a lot of money. 4:15, guard changed. Curly out. Shemp on. 6, the lady expects a gentleman caller. He is Sir Bryan from the Shire. We don't like him. He loves to count things and drinks a lot of wine. We will keep a watchful eye on him. 9:30, the gentleman caller arrived. Showed him to the ladies' room. She said if anyone knows he came, there will be hell to pay. 10:30, a lot of noise and moaning from the ladies' room. Listened closely and decided things were all right. A lot of laughing going on. 11:30, got the key from the front guard and checked the ladies' room. Everyone's asleep. I guess I'm supposed to leave them alone. We will have to sneak him out in the morning. 12 o'clock, checked the upper floor and all is well. Brought the key back to the downstairs front guard. I think I will have a little wine myself, just the leftovers. It is great wine. So this is obviously pointing you to where the key to the ladies' room is. If you go there first and find the door locked. That's the door you come into here. This door is closed and unpickable. Locked and unpickable, I should say. And then here you have 2 gold vases and 3 gold goblets. 97.23. Okay, so now we come to a little tricky situation. First of all, we have a guard here. You can sneak in behind him, but not without nudging him slightly. And that is only a last resort allowed for regular Ghost. And it's not allowed at all for Supreme. So the only way to get through here for Ghost is actually to douse this torch. We have 3 water arrows. We're going to get a first alert from that. And he is going to be in a first alert state now until a few minutes later when he will settle down. So he would normally have given more first alerts when we open and close the door here, but he won't because of this thing here. Okay, so I'm going to instead go into the room because there's sound propagating arrows or errors here.
I don't like the looks of that.
Okay, how did you see me? Okay.
Someone say something.
So there. He hears that. We can sneak in front of him, actually. Now. Oh.
Someone say something.
Now, when we go in there, we are going to take a bunch of loot in there. A guard is going to spawn at the bottom of the stairs, and he's going to be running up the stairs. He is not alerted, but he is in a... Instead of walking to his patrol points, he runs. That's something you can set in Dromed. But he's not alerted. It's just a scripted way of him moving. Let's see. So we're going to run in there and take a few things first. Also going to take his key. There he is. There. He has a red key. Took a bunch of loot now. I'll go over all that afterwards. We're also going to read something, and we're going to pick up a few more things. Let me wait for him to come back. There. We took the Lighthouse passage key, and we took his red key.
We can do this the easy way.
Go in and read these two. Dear Lady Lisa, things have been good with me. I'm writing well and have been jumping a lot lately. Shadow is jumping high fences. I've been painting quite a bit of time each day. It's therapeutic. I'm going to try hooking a rug. Love, Lady Amelia.
Or the hard way. We got problems.
And this one, My Lady, the Royal Statue Collection has been moved to the secret room and the secret button is installed and working. I wonder if the button is too easy to see when our brothers are reading in the library. Sergeant Preston. A little bit of a forced hint there, but anyway. So that's it. So I am going to lock this door back up. We can't return the Lighthouse passage key without taking further Supreme busts. So I'm going to hang on to that when we have used it.
I got a cell wait.
Now, locking it back up does wake up the lady.
I got a cell wait.
But I'm going to do that. Whoa. Can't we even do this? Should be able to. We should be able to do that. There. So I guess I can lock it from here then.
You've made a big mistake.
Yeah, we can lock it from here.
What was that noise?
So he wakes up. No, she wakes up and he stops because he doesn't have any more patrol points to go to. But I feel that locking it and closing it are two things that are required for Supreme. So we avoid two busts, like not locking it and not closing it, and we take one extra bust, which is a first alert waking her up. The man in there doesn't wake up. But he does. Or she does. Let's see. This key that we took from this guard is for this door. And here's a goblet and 2 vases. 10,263. That's maximum for this building. I'm going to leave this on the stairs because he ran there. That is required. And then we can leave. There's a guard that's going to come upstairs now. I think that's a new guard that spawned, or maybe it is the patrol point.
In the name.
Maybe it's the patrol points that have altered slightly. So if I would have chosen to go up there and returned the lighthouse key, then I wouldn't have locked the door now, because then he would have been in the way. Standing in my way of doing so. But yeah, if you return the key, the stationary guard is going to go back to a normal rest state, which means he will take at least one more first alert when you run in there to do that. So you are sort of abiding by the Supreme rules, but taking another Supreme bust, which to me is pointless. So I'm going to hang on to the key instead. We're going to leave here. So now we are close to where that...
Something moved there.
Oh, whoa. I don't know who is seeing me, actually. Is somebody seeing me through this, through the roof? No, there we go. Okay. Well, we are now basically done in the streets. We only have the warehouse left to cover. So we're gonna go there now.
Is that you?
I think maybe that was the guy that saw me earlier.
Hello?
Wow.
What's that I see?
Who is it that's seeing me? See, here we're safe. now we can go into the warehouse this way. Like that.
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights.
That is true, Garrett. That is true. So these are the shutters that were pickable that I said we didn't want to pick earlier. But here's the scroll. Paul, nothing coming into the harbor lately. They have the whole thing locked down. Not sure why. Their warehouse is empty and I have nothing to do. How about a little hunting next week? I can use some fresh burrick. Bobby. Go. Okay. So in the warehouse we have a rope arrow and 3 moss arrows. We also have 3 daggers. They're actually worth 1,650 total. So they're very valuable. And then 6 bottles of wine, 300 more, that's 12,213. So we have now reached our loot goal as well. And there is a logbook. Packing log. Received from Prince Micus to ship to Lord Matt in the Shire. They keep referring to the Shire. 3 jewel, obviously Lord of the Rings, but yeah, kind of a weird connection there. 3 jewel swords. Packed so that no damage is incurred in transit. Received from Lady Amelia to ship to George W. in DC. Okay. 6 bottles of fine wine. Received from Lieutenant Murphy. 1 ship wheel to Green Harbor. Alright. Okay, so in here are 3 crates. And we are going to need those crates. Let's make a real save. Move there! This guy's extra. He's new. We're gonna have to open this when they're not around. Let's move these over for now. Close to the exit. We are not going to be able to, unfortunately, return these crates. We need 5 in total for a special move coming up.
What's that?
Okay. So we're going to need those 3 from the warehouse and then the 2 that you see up ahead here.
Who's there?
They hear that. So those 2 are now patrolling. And they have a similar route, but one goes faster than the other, so they're kind of at a staggered pattern right now. So we can do this. And we're going to have to bring these crates into this tower, but I don't want to pick the lock on the door. So we're going to actually drop them right here, so we can grab them from the inside through the window.
Better not be the sergeant checking up on me.
We can grab them from the shade. That's good to know. There. There. And we have 2 more inside that we need to bring. We're going to close that warehouse up right now as well, because we are going to be able to bring one crate with us back when we're done with this move, but I'm going to put it right here by the barrel.
What's that?
Just me. Just taking some crates, if that's okay. There, and then the last one I'm gonna grab. Let's see here.
Hey, you gave yourself away that time.
Okay.
You.
Whoa. Okay, well this is actually a pretty good time to go. So let's... There. Now we have all 5 crates. That's the one we're going to put like this. Okay. So then we are going to do... shoot a rope. Let's see. Try to shoot it in the side here. Maybe a little bit too high. The edge is metal, obviously, but we have to loosen the drawstring a little bit because there's a guard up there that hears it. See, I'd make a real save like that, and then it's tough to find. Don't think he heard that. Here is the...
It's a long way down.
This is the inner harbor lights. So those are the red lights, the warning lights right there. Okay. Then we're gonna jump up here, grab the arrow.
Hey, who's there?
Let's see, I want to see if he...
Hello?
Yeah, okay, he gives a first alert. That means he did not hear the actual rope. Because if you shoot that very hard on the underside here, it's too close to him and he alerts. You might get a settling remark later and not have noticed it. Okay, a couple of logs. Shipping logs. Ships entering harbor and related docking fees. Just let me check if I've... Yes. Julia, 25. Mr. Postman, 20. Anna, 50. Michelle, 100. Mr. Kite, 15. Revolution number 9, 40. Eleanor Rigby, 100. Martha, 50. Bungalow Bill, 10. Dear Prudence, 75. Shipping on hold until further notice. Harbor Daily Activity Log. Sunday, all is well. Monday, problem with the blinking lights, electrician called. Rats on the dock smashed with heavy hammers. Water arrow used to clean up mess. Tuesday, passageway to Lighthouse is flooded. Contacted maintenance. Locked the door that leads to passageway. Key is at Lady Lisa's castle. Took away the ladder as a precaution. Contact sergeant of the guard. Wednesday, all is well. Thursday, empty wine bottles found on ground. Send the word to get rid of bottles or there will be heat.
I should have joined the army. Yeah, you get medals and rewards in the army.
Back here is a sword.
Get to march around
We don't need a sword,
outside,
but
the grass and the trees.
this is passage to Lighthouse. Keep locked. Key will be kept at the lady or at the castle by order of the sheriff. We have the key for that. Up here, we have the guard.
Can't the guy nap around here?
So here you have a moss arrow,
Hey!
2 rope arrows, and 4 broadhead arrows up top there. Actually, let me show you something else too.
Not again.
Out here, my bad.
Third time this shift. I gotta calm down.
Go here.
Tell me you could the sergeant checking up on me.
You can actually reach this balcony, which has a
I
crate,
think next time I better say.
and that crate has a healing potion on top of it. Don't know if I can manage to, but you can. I did. You can. Now there's an extra guard that have spawned here. We were here earlier, there was no guard, now there is.
Is someone there?
Healing potion on top of a crate.
I hear you there.
This is the elevator, which is on the bottom floor. Right? Yes. We're gonna have to bring it to the top floor. Go to the second floor first. And here there are 2 stacks of gold coins, silver coins, purse, and a bottle of wine. 12,837. No, 387. Let's see. So down here we have a breath potion. We have some food. We have 4 water arrows and a scroll. Hank, we've made no progress in getting any of the booty off of the Doria since she sank in the harbor. I warned them not to enter the harbor until we got the lights working, but they ignored the warning. I hear there's some coin and jewels on board. Let's see if we can board her this weekend. Ben. Alright, so we're going to get that loot a little bit later. So now we are going to grab these crates. Inner harbor warning lights on. Okay, let's see here. I don't think we can stack the crates inside on an elevator. I think they have to actually be physically touching the elevator, so I think I can get hurt here, so I don't want to risk that.
Cook said we might get.
Or when you start going up, I think the top one will just fall through the bottom one or something. I had problems with that, I remember. There. So the crate move we're going to do was developed by Galaer, and it completely circumvents a serious ghost bust. So it's the only reason this mission is ghostable is because of this move. I don't want it to smash, so I hope this will work. I managed to do it in one go with the elevator last time, and I never had any of the crates break, so... Crate stuff is always fun, isn't it? What do you guys think about crate moves? Are they fun? Let's see, I'm gonna close the door now, and I'm gonna press this and get to grab this key, or this crate. If not, it would have disappeared through the floor. Okay, and we gotta send this back to third floor, or first floor, because we're not gonna come this way back.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go up the top. No more guard duty. 6 taffin years of guard duty.
Lighthouse passage
I'm
key.
gonna put my finger up and say I've had enough. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do.
There. We're gonna grab these now, but now we're in. Let me make it real slow here. We're in the area that brings us to the lighthouse now, and first gonna do this. Bring one crate. There. Let's see. Up here. Okay, what's going on here? Let's actually... If you climb up here, there is a healing potion. I think that's all. And there's also a spider that can hear you. There's a storage room that you can't get into. Here's a red spider. That's the one that gave a first alert there. Obviously not going to take that. Alright, so we do need our second rope. Gonna bring all these crates over here. Now, of course, I haven't shown you why we need these crates, but it's kind of a moot point because you have to actually go to the end of the mission before you know that you need them. So I might as well just bring them along, since I know I'm going to need them anyway. Crates are always fun because it's a way to use equipment that you can't normally do for Supreme. You know, I can never use moss arrows or water arrows or anything like that. Okay. There. Here, let's see, yeah, so now. Oh, actually, yeah, I remember this. Been a couple of weeks since I played this mission. Let's see. Now I think we can climb up here. So we can reach this arrow. And then grab it. Okay. So next we have an area where there's a waterfall, there's a river with a waterfall, and then there's a pool at the bottom. We have to make sure that the spider doesn't get alerted. We have to toss these crates. We have to toss them sort of to the left. Let me make a real save here. If we do that... Okay, that's... he shouldn't hear that. Okay. He did not alert to that one. He will alert to me now, but I am going to just check. Yeah, so that crate landed in the water. If they land on the edge, they'll break, so we don't want that. But usually they don't do that. I think actually... There. I want to jump down now just to check that they're all there. One, two, three, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay. Now we have to jump in there, and we can't jump all the way down to the foot of the river. So we will get hurt by this spider. But what's lucky here is that the roof here is rope attachable. So we are going to do this. Not that. There. If we do that, we can... There. We did not make a splash there. So, we just lowered ourselves with the rope. We did not actually...
Let's not try that again.
No, let's not. We can get all 5 rope or crates. They just have to float up first. And we got the 4 nuggets at the bottom of the waterfall as well, right? There we are. Leave them here for now. So now we're in the cave system. If we head up here, we get to a side cave where some Burricks are roasting some Hammerites. And here's one, not Burricks, Crayman are roasting Hammerites. Turn all sorts of directions. On top of this wooden frame here, and you can see some corpses, there is a fruit and 2 broadhead arrows. But here's 2 stacks of gold coins and a torque. Total 12,987. That's all we need from that cave. Back here, there's a fruit, healing fruit, on the bank here as well. So we're going to bring these to the next area. In this cave you have a mine and also 3 more broadheads. Let's see, we're going to trigger something in the next cave, but let's just bring these crates down first. This can be a little bit tricky what we have coming up here, but I found a pretty predictable way of doing it. A bit tedious to haul these, but although it's unfortunate that we can't return them because it's a Supreme bust not to, I guess for the viewing experience it's a little bit better that we don't return them. Alright, let's real save it there, I think. So we're going to listen to a conversation right now, and then I'll explain.
Ah, mud and blasting bother.
What is it?
New boots. It's gonna take me a week to break in the cursed things. And until then, I'll be walking like someone's grandmom.
Oh, wouldn't want to stub your little toesies.
Nah, taff off.
So we're going to have a Crayman trigger now, and there's going to be a fight.
Come on now.
And the swordsmen always win that fight. There's no chance. But then they're going to be on high alert here. Our exit from this cave is to the left there. And the problem is getting the crates down, because there's no easy way of getting back up. The only option of getting back up here for Ghost is to douse all the torches over there. I think there's 4 or 5. And then you can, with a new mantle jump from one of the torches on the wall, jump up on the farthest ledge you see that's shaded. But that's, you know, requiring quite a lot of Supreme busts to douse those torches, and we haven't doused any torches yet or removed any light sources, so I want to avoid that. So I'm going to wait for these to settle down a little bit. They're still on pretty high alert though when they start patrolling. See, they keep seeing this corpse and alerting to that. We can sneak out of here pretty easily, but it's getting down and actually bringing all the crates with us that is tough.
I'll find you. Believe me, I
So it's
will.
tough to get actually over here too. There. What we want to do, let's just leave them here for now. It's tough to navigate these little outcroppings here, but you can do that without necessarily falling back down here. There.
You are so...
So he sees you, or they see me now if they are facing my way when I'm climbing down. They just get alerted when they come over there and keep seeing that corpse. That's the main idea here. So the reason I'm putting them on that ledge is because you can drop from there without taking damage. The problem is getting the crates from below afterwards. That's the main challenge here. Be a little bit more organized with this. You can't jump up on the actual ledge there. You can sort of circumnavigate the stone itself. It's kind of awkward. Every ledge has sort of an outer ledge that's silent, where you are attached to the object, but you're not actually firmly on top of it. And you can use that to stay fairly silent. So what we want to do now, actually, is... There, save it there. We want to drop these so that they are on this outer ledge. If they're not on the outer ledge, they're actually going to be almost impossible to grab. Let's see here. I think this is good, actually. If we do that. Let me see. A little fiddly to get my keystrokes right here. There, that I think is good. I think I'm gonna probably get it from this side, to be honest with you. That's probably actually better. Oh, pressed the wrong button. It's actually probably better what I did right there, to drop him from above, like this. See how much lower that lays than this? I think that's better. It's even lower. There. There, and then I think this is good. I'm gonna make it a real save there. Dropping crates. Now we can't actually physically drop them. You can drop one without it breaking, but then they hear that, and if you drop the second one on top of it, the first one or both of them might break. Let's see, wait for them to turn around. And then we should be able to drop here without taking damage. Now, problem is that we cannot reach. Even if I go out as far as I can here, like this. cannot reach the crates from below here. So we need something else to elevate us. And that something we should really want to return afterwards, so that I'm going to grab now. In this cave overall, there isn't very much. There's a deer leg over by the bonfire here, and then there's a readable and a dead smuggler of sorts. My dear Alfino, you will not get this till I'm out of this stinking hole, but I wanted to write anyway. I'm feeling very lonely and scared. We set up camp and the others went to explore. There were lots of strange clicking sounds. I hope no creatures come out at night here. Love always, Billy.
Hold it right where you are.
So, it's just a dead end here. And here's a cave with another
Let's get him.
old corpse, but nothing really to worry about. This is where you can mantle up here and then jump and mantle there, but you have to take out 3 light sources at least.
I think I'm on the right track.
There, so now they've settled down. So you can walk in and out of here now. Here's a patrolling Crayman in this next cave. Okay, so I'm going to explain these caves in a little bit, but I'm going to get the object that we need. First, or 2 objects actually, that we need to retrieve those other crates. It's the first thing I'm going to focus my attention on here. And that's down here. There are 2 fruits in this little depression. Oh, whoa. Wait, what? Okay. I don't know what's going on here, though. Okay, let's try that. If we go down like this, this is just a little spider hidey hole. Get these 2 fruits, and then go back up without taking a first alert here. We can actually leave that crate. No, the rope there, because we don't need that. Do that. We're going to have to return those fruits, so leaving the rope there is fine. This will work. Got as far as we can without there. Now you are high enough to grab one of the crates. So now what we can do is we can just use that crate to get the rest. There. Okay, we might need to make a stack that's a little bit farther out here. It over here, to be honest with you. There, now we have all 5. So now we have to bring those 5 over to this cave and see what's what. here. They are almost in a constant first alert state here, so they will not alert unless they go into, I think it's at least hunt mode, maybe even directly alert or alarm.
What's that?
Okay. It's nice that they're patrolling together. Last time I played, they were as spaced out as they possibly could be, so it's actually very difficult to get in and out of that cave, but with this configuration, it's almost set up to succeed. Oh, of course. Bump there. Alrighty. Did not hear that. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is get the only 2 pieces of loot in this area that we can get. Or there aren't any more pieces of loot, actually. But that's the only thing of interest, really, for us. I think I'll go that way. Yeah. 13,087. And then I'm going to go back here. I'm going to make a real save here. Crates ready. And then I'm going to show you what's going on in these caves here, and we'll go back to that. No. Alright, first, I have to return the fruits. Forgot about that. I almost forgot. There. There. Now we can save it. Crate's ready. So this cave system here is a little bit like a maze. I don't have to worry about alerts right now. So let's go up here first and take a look. Here is a cave that you have to go into unless you do the move that we're going to do. There are 2 red spiders here, and they will see you. They're facing our direction, so they will see you. There's no way to get any darker here, and we have to get to that chest right there. So I'm just gonna kill them right now. Okay, let's see if we can actually kill them with one. No. Alright. Well, I'm not really sure how to do this because I don't have a sword. You have to pick the lock on this. Oh my gosh, how are we? We're gonna have to make them actually. Okay, a little experimentation here. There we go. Got him. Okay. Killed a red spider with a blackjack. I don't think I've actually ever done that. It's the first for me. So now we get let's see if we can actually dodge this. These are all facing the other way. What's going on here? Oh, come on. Don't have any more. I have a rope arrow. Does that work? Does. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. So in here we have key 3. Alright. Also on top of these 2 stone plateaus, if you shoot a rope up there, you can get those. There are a total of, I think, 9 broadhead arrows. So I'm not going to do that because when you drop back down... Well, now I don't have a rope either because I killed them with the rope. Okay. I think we needed more rope arrows at all. Let's actually knock this guy out too. While we're here. Now we have key 3. Let's maybe not do that then. Let's head down here. Here is a stationary blue Crayman with a fruit. There's nothing else in this cave. Here's the cave with the 2 fruits that we used. Taking a clockwise pattern to this. Here's a cave with 2 fire arrows. Now, when you get into the next cave, there are some red spiders that spawn that start fighting green spiders. And the red spiders are hostile to us too. And in this cave there is also a key. So the way to get that key you can for Ghost even, if you just stay away from that fire arrow. Go this way. Those red spiders will never spawn. And these green spiders are not hostile to us. Go over here, and you can get to key 2. So Galaer figured out that it was the proximity to the fire arrow that actually triggered those red spiders. We don't have to do that at all. So this one you can get for Ghost. But that key up there with the other spiders is absolutely impossible to get for Ghost. Here we have a little cave with another dead guy. Travel log. Search for the mines of Mongo. Tuesday the 10th. We've made it past the harbor and into the tower building. Luckily, we were able to slip into the building when the guard went on his rounds and left the door propped open. Wednesday the 11th. It was a long drop and wet journey, but we were able to make it to the caves. We traveled at night for a few hours so we could sneak past these weird clicker beasts. Jack and me had a sword fight with one of them and killed him. But it put up a hell of a fight. No reason to confront them if you don't have to. Thursday the 12th. Damn spiders down here. They stung Little John and he is dead. They dragged his body into one of the caves. Never saw such big ones. Friday the 13th. These caves are very confusing. I think we walked around in circles for the last few days. Rations are getting low. We have to conserve food. Saturday the 14th. We found a big gate, but there were 3 locks that we could not pick. We found 2 of the keys. I had one and James had one. We had to find the 3rd one. I'm in big trouble. All the rest are dead. Those clickers attacked us when we were sleeping. I got one good, but another wounded me. He ran off with the key. I am on the floor in a cave, but I'm bleeding badly. I don't think I will make it. So the Crayman that ran off with the key was the one that we found on the dead Crayman in the spider cave. And then seemingly one of the guys had one key still, and then the 3rd one, the 3rd one we found now in the chest. So let's continue here. These 3 caves, last ones, all lead to the same area. 1, 2, 3, they all come through here, and they all end up in this cave. Here's a bug beast. There. Knock these 2 out. Here's a breath potion. And here you could see a blue Crayman. We're going to go ahead and knock him out too. This is one of the final caves. You should go around here. Let's see. Yeah, here he comes. There. Very useful that you can knock out Craymen and Burricks too. Okay. Here's a little side cave. But here's a spider that you really can't sneak by. And this cave is blocked. See, there's something in the distance here. However, here is another cave, and there is a piece of rubble. And we can mantle up here. This is the other area beyond that one spider. And beyond the rubble piece, and then we can get down here. Alrighty, so here is a gate with 3 keys. Here's a dead Hammerite. And this is key 1. So now we have key 1, key 2, and key 3. And there's another breath potion and a readable. Gate log, lower gate. January 15th. The steel lining is pretty much in place, and the light was installed by the electric brother this morning. It looks pretty good. Not much trouble with spiders or the damn cray beasts. January 17th. We had 2 incidents with the Cray Beasts. To prevent them from coming in, we moved a large boulder into the passageway. I don't think they can get past it. We still have to watch out for the sewer spiders. Todd got stung by one and got very sick. I chase them and give them a good smack with my hammer. That makes them a little smarter and scared. January 21st. I realized that we dropped a few of the extra keys when we were out hunting down the spiders. I still have the 3rd key, so they can't get past the gate. January 25th. The passageway to the lighthouse is flooded. We will have to get a mason to fix it and carry out the water by buckets. We were told to keep the lights off for some reason by order of Lady Lisa. I guess we just have to follow the order. 28th. I don't know why we keep a guard down here. It's really boring and nothing ever happens. We could just lock the gate. I've been hearing a little clicking. Maybe one of those beasts is about again. I will give him a swing of the hammer that will click his lights out. And alright. So here, if we open these, then that will open this gate. You can relock them too. And these keys are droppable, so you wouldn't be able to drop them either. And then you come through here. And this is the only way to the lighthouse. So how are we going to do this? Well, this is a bridge, and it's right above the cave where the Crayman patrolled. So if we make a stack and jump directly up here, we can circumvent all those keys and just be on our merry way. So that's what we're going to do. That's why we have the crates with us. And now we returned. Yes, we returned. Now the best place to do this I have found is right over here. Because this is a dark area in this cave. And it's on the side. And it's not directly where he is, or the Crayman is patrolling. He goes fairly close to this area, but he doesn't actually pass these crates. He goes a few feet in front of us, and this is dark. That's the point. Now, in order to do this, we do have to make a stack of 5 crates, and when you get up to the 3rd one, you can't reach anything on the ground. So, the best way to do it is actually to toss 2 of the crates up on the... up here. Like this. Let's see. That was a little bit... I think if we... I think that's good. If we do that, we should be able to reach them. Now I can show you where he comes. He doesn't necessarily come that close. See, he goes there. So if we make a stack here, that should be fine. Let's see. The last one isn't that important. Oh. There, that's actually very good. Now we just have to bring these over to this area. Just sort of drop them here for now. And then we can start on our stack. And this shouldn't be too difficult. We just have to make 3, jump and grab the 4th, stack that on top, and then we can easily grab the 5th one. And we should be able to bring the top one with us when we jump for the mantle. There we go. There. And now we have to jump for the... I want to wait for him to pass. Maybe our stack wasn't close enough. I hope it was, really. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely close enough. We just have to bring the crate with us. There we go. You quickly grab the click the frog button right after you jump. While you're still looking down and highlighting the crate, you can actually jump and bring the crate. So that's a little trick you can do. And now we're up here. Now, of course, we cannot grab any more crates. There's no way you can reach those. But now we are on our way. Good. That warrants a real save, actually. And then we are almost done. And in this next room, there are 2 rope arrows.
Looks like I'm still on the right track.
We have our 2, and there are a couple of notes. Garrett, you are near the end. Congratulations. Thank you for playing my mission. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. I try to make my missions Thief the Dark project like. Good luck and have fun. BBB. P.S. If you have comments or questions, you can email me at bgleason@evair.com. Kind of breaking the fourth wall there a little bit. The passageway is flooded due to a leak in one of the walls. We have a mason who will take a look at it shortly. In the meantime, please be careful. You can swim the passageways, but the swim to the lighthouse is long. Only those brothers who have a recommendation from Jason, the swim instructor at the castle, may be put on duty that requires swimming the passages. Brother Bob. Alrighty. So we're going to have to bring our crate here. And this is quite a long swim. So let's see if we got this. Let's see if we can do this without taking any damage. So up here. We did. Good. So now we get to the bottom of the lighthouse. Now the water sounds have been turned off here, I think so that you don't alert the frogs here. These frogs are blind. They only alert to sound, and they only alert to sound from other than us walking, I think. I don't even know if they would have alerted to us splashing in the water here, because they don't alert to us splashing in the water outside the lighthouse. But they do alert to this crate. See that? So, to avoid that, we drop it here. Specific reason for that. I'll show you. This is empty. If you open that, they will alert. See, they didn't hear that. But they would have heard the door there. So I'm going to end up coming back for this one. A little bit later. Up here, we cannot open this. So we're now on the south side of this gate. We're in the outer harbor. There isn't a map, really, for where we are now. We have to go up here in order to shut off the harbor lights, which is basically the last objective we have to do. Oh. Wait, why can I not? There, okay. Let's go up here.
A fall from this height could hurt.
That checked off the warning lights turning on. Now we have to get back to get that crate. Now in order to do that, we have to actually drop here in a mantle, and that can be a little bit tough, because there's no way to get back up without opening that door at the bottom level, and then frogs will hear us. So we should be able to do it like this. Okay. Well, we should be able to. I've done this before. Okay. There we go. Good. Took a few tries, but not too many. Do that so that we can go back and get our crate. There. And go back up. Those are all idle sounds. They're not, you hear it very clearly when a frog alerts. They didn't hear that either. Those are not alerts. Let's do that. Actually, don't think we need to do that. We can just open the bottom one because we need to close it and then go through. Even though, of course, we're supposed to open the gates here, we don't need to for the mission to end. No. What am I doing? There's loot in here. Difficult to see, but there are 6 nuggets. 1, 2, 3. there's also a blue gemstone. 5. Six. 13,702. That's what we should have. Now we can close the bottom one and grab the crate and go through. No. There we go. Okay. So in here, there's also a lot of loot. Let's see. Here you can climb up. And here is the tunnel that takes you to the water company. And down here, all those water arrows. 13 of them.
Has someone come?
And then you come up to this guy. What's going on here? Alright. Let's go over this way instead. Gotta be a little bit careful because there are still the patrollers up here. Okay, there's lots of loot. 2, 3, there's lots of silver nuggets here. 4, 5. 6. 7, 8. So one more over here. 9.
What is this smell? It smells like old meat.
And there's a bunch of coin stacks over here that we have to take too. $14,377. That is max loot for the mission. There we have it. Now all we have to do is bring the crate, return that, and here's the wreck of that old ship that was mentioned. I guess this is its loot then that we just took. Got to be a little bit careful here that we don't return to our starting point. I actually think I'm going to go up here. Otherwise the mission's going to end before we can.
I don't like those.
Let's wait for them to come. Okay. That should be everything, guys. This is a pretty difficult mission, but thanks to Galaer and his maneuvers, and also I would say thanks to New Mantle probably. Without it, I doubt this mission can be ghosted. Well, no, you can make a bigger stack. So you could. There. Let's check. Flash bombs we started with, max loot. Safe key we didn't return because that we wouldn't have taken for Supreme anyway. Same with the Lighthouse passage key and Lady Lisa's key, and we started with flash mine and healing potion. Okay. Well, that should have been a successful ghost of Lady Lisa's Harbor. It was not a successful Supreme bust. We took the following busts. We took first alerts in the electric company building when the first flash bomb effect was set off on each floor. I think I got a first alert from the top guard the first time, and then I got it again on the bottom floor from both, because I heard a double settling remark the second time. So I think there were 3 first alerts in total. So if I said earlier that we haven't taken any first alerts, then that is not true. We haven't doused any torches. Yeah. So those are Supreme busts. Then we skipped 437 loot in the water company bedroom and office. You can't enter... Well, you can enter the first room without first alerts, but you cannot leave, and you cannot enter or leave the second room without first alerts. So that we should have avoided. Now, we took it because we wanted Perfect Thief. So yeah, I said that was a successful ghost, but it was a successful Perfect Thief. We took all the loot, right? Furthermore, we couldn't return Lady Lisa's key to the guard room, so we hung on to it. You can drop it in the hallway outside, of course, if you want to, but that's still a Supreme bust. We had to douse a torch, so we did have to remove a light source. What am I saying? Of course we did. We had to douse a torch in the hallway outside Lady Lisa's bedroom, and that triggered a first alert. It was either that or nudging him out of the way, but that's only a last resort, so we couldn't do that, though those are Supreme busts. We also did not return the Lighthouse passage key, because that would have required further first alerts from that guard. We did close and lock the bedroom to Lady Lisa's, but that woke her up. So I took a first alert there. You can instead just leave the door open and unlocked if you want to. It's your choice. And then lastly, we left 4 crates behind in the Crayman caves when we climbed up to circumvent a ghost bust. So those are Supreme busts as well. We managed to bring one with us. That took 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 51 seconds. We got 14,377 loot out of 14,377. We picked 4 out of 11 pockets, and we picked 8 locks. And I think that's as low as I could get it for what I wanted to do here. No backstabs, no knockouts, no damage dealt taken or healing taken, nothing and nobody killed. No Iron Beast destroyed or disabled, and there's no secrets in this mission. There are secret areas, but they don't count as secrets. Okay. Glad you guys could join me for this one. I appreciate it as always. Let me know what you think of the mission, and let me know if you have played other of Bryan Gleason's missions, or BBB. And let me know if others that you think are better than this, or maybe would suit ghosting, or have ghost challenges, which is one of the main reasons I wanted to play this, and also because I wanted to cover him as an author on the channel. The next mission is going to be, I think, Winds of Misfortune, isn't that what it's called? By Skacky and Prinxellier, I think. I've started that mission, and it's a great one so far. I have not finished it. I haven't even gotten more than probably 10 or 20% through it. But that'll most likely be the next mission. So hopefully I'll see you back then. In the meantime, stay safe, guys. Thank you as always. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.